They don't want it with the real niggas. Big guns with flesh and I'm about to joke. Squad don't wanna deal with them. Stepped up on the low end before them. Yeah, G-Day, that sounds good as running. They don't want it with the real. What's going on, everybody, man? G-Day Hoop Scout of Shot 30 Clock, man, and this is the Shot Clock Invitational Show, man. 4 weeks in of grassroots basketball, AAU basketball. Don't want to confuse people. I remember last year when I was saying grassroots, a lot of people was confused. Grassroots is AAU. I stay away from AAU because AAU is actually an entity, kind of like EYBL is an entity, UAA is an entity, 3SSB an entity, Pro 16 an entity. AAU is actually an entity. It doesn't sum up the whole entire summer basketball. It's to sum up, it's really grassroots. But just letting y'all know that. But no, Shot Clock Invitational, man, it's going down, man. It's coming up here really soon, man. Excited about it. Like I said, 4 weeks. And we got our top 12 teams after 4 weeks already. We'll be updating the rankings every week. So who you play against does matter. As well as you got to win. You got to win games. You got to win games, man. You can't just because you played against a lot of the tougher teams don't guarantee you a slide in the rankings if you're not winning. You could play a lot of really solid tier 2, what I consider to be tier 2 programs in AAU, but you're not winning. You could lose every game by 2-3 points. But if you like 6-20 something on the season, you're not gonna be ranked, even though you've competed with those teams. It just is what it is. This way, we get the best of the best, so that when the days do come for the Invitational, man, we have an Iron Sharpen Iron event. Amazing last year. Got a lot of really good feedback, man. It was really good, man. Let me not do it that way. Let me see if I can do it this way with a present. See if I grab this image file real quick. Boom. This looks even better. I like this look a lot better. Here we go. All right. So the Shot Clock Invitational, man, is an invite only event. Take this logo out the corner real quick. An invite only event. You have to be invited to participate in this event. Invitations will be going out May 31st to all the teams. You have until June the 10th to get your teams registered and paid to participate in this event. This is, like I said, the Iron Sharper Iron event. Really good last year. Had a lot of really good matchups, man. 17, 16, 15U. Media was in attendance. Only $10 spectator fee. Still, I know a lot of tournaments charging y'all 20, 25, 30 to get in the dough. Not going to do that, man. All games are 8-minute quarters. 4 8-minute quarters. Dead ball, all situations, with a 24-second shot clock on all games. So like I said, it's really good feel, really good bump, man. Like last year was big, was the first year, the inaugural of the event, so it's definitely coming back. This is the event. A lot of teams already been asking. They're talking about, man, lock us in. That is not how it works. You have to finish ranked top 12 in 17U, top 12 in the 16U, top 12 in 15U to get an invitation. Invitations do not go out to whole programs. Invitation is team specific only, depending on that level. It doesn't just because your 17U team got an invite don't mean your 16 and 15U team gets an invite. That's not how this works. We pride ourselves in doing great events, showcases, combines, prospect showcases, etc. And so last year, big event. It was great. It went smooth. Had a lot of good feedback from the teams participated, spectators, of course, with the prices, and then even college coaches who watched the streams, and kind of got a jump on a couple of kids. And so Definitely excited to be bringing this back, man. Let's remove it for right now. Get back to this, man. But yeah, it's definitely excited about the Shot Clock Invitational 2025, man. It's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be exciting, man. Let's before we take a deep dive into the team rankings, let y'all know that on Labor Day weekend, you can participate in Dunking on the Coast tournament presented by Ball So Hard. As you see the shot clock, the little orange shot clock invitation to let you know this is an event to where if you win this tournament, this is not a showcase, this is a tournament. If you win this tournament, then you automatically get a lock to come in and participate in the shot clock invitational later in June, that last weekend of June. If you win the the low major, which is the 15U division, mid major, 16U division, or the high major, which is the 17U division. If you win any of those divisions, whoever wins is an automatic lock, and they get to participate in the Shot Clock Invitational. So make sure you get y'all teams registered. 325 per team. It's a 3-game guarantee. Registration deadline is May 17th, 2024. Y'all definitely want to make sure that y'all get locked in for this event if your team is sitting at that. I'm be real with you. If you sitting outside of that top 9 spot, so if you 10, 11, 12, matter of fact, if you sitting outside the top 8, if you rank number 9, number 10, number 11, 12 on our list, you definitely want to get your teams in because you don't want to slip up and drop a couple games um in the month of May to where now you on the outside looking in and you don't get an invitation to this event. So if you are ranked 9, even 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, if you in that ranking, you definitely want to get your team in this event, man. Last year we had a 14U team come in and they participated in the low major, the 15U division, and they won. And that was the Houston Defenders. Shout out to Coach Larry Siles. They won the event and they got to come and play at the Shot Clock Invitational against some notable 15U programs and got a good bump. And they still they won the games. They won the Shot Clock Invitational games. They didn't blow nobody, but they, you know what I'm saying, they got some good bump that they needed going to finish off their season. And so that's what it is. It's more sort of an iron sharpen iron event, but it's with the good teams. Um, it's the better of the grassroots teams that are participating in this event. And so you guys definitely want to make sure that you get your teams locked in. Once again, Memorial Day weekend, get your teams locked in, man. May 23rd to the 25th, get your teams locked in, man. Like I said, these rankings is going to move around. They're going to shake. Don't just try to register your team either for this event, man. That is not going to fly. Just let you know, every team who gets an invite will definitely get one of these that says ticket punched, and we will have the list of teams who get the invite, and we'll have the teams who respond as well because they'll be sent a specific link that they're able to register their teams and take care of it. And so this is what they will receive. You will receive this invitational right here for the Shot Clock Invitational, June 27th to the 29th. It will say ticket punch, invite only, as you see. Specific. I can't even say that word right, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Only specific teams, not whole programs. Um, man, I don't know why my brother would make that fly. I can't even say that word right. That's messed up, man. Whew, that's on me. But yeah, only specific teams, not your whole entire program, man. So y'all make sure y'all want to get tapped in to the Shot Clock Invitational, man. It's going to go down. It's going to be great. It's going to be an amazing event, June 27th to the 29th, 2025. Invite only. This is an invitational. There is a qualifier, as you see right there. Duncan on the coast. We'll go right back to it once more time. All right, my computer's ready. All right, I'm back, man. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, but my computer just uh said error all over it. So, but here we are. We back. So, shot clock invitational. That's what this whole thing is about. We do this. We'll do it on Tuesdays every week. Um, yeah, man. Make sure that y'all get y'all teams into it, man. To the moment that I know everybody's wanting to see the reveal of the top 12 teams, man. But before we get to the reveal of the top 12 teams, for week 4, this is only week 4. All right, so you still some teams is playing this weekend. Following weekend after that, live periods after that. Then you got a weekend after that, and then that Memorial Day weekend is it. Once that Memorial Day weekend hit, that's whoever's the locked in is the locked in. There's going to be a lot of shifting going on in these rankings. The teams that you see ranked today will not be the same teams that come ranked at the end on that after Memorial Day weekend is all said and done. Trust me, it happened last year. Same thing happened last year. A lot of teams who was ranked early did not finish out strong, man. Did not finish within this top 12. But before we go there, before we reveal the teams, um, we've been out, we've been watching, we've been taking notice. Top 80 showcase is coming up June 16th, the eve of the TABC. So last year we did this event also on that Monday after Father's Day before TABC. And what we do is we invite the top 50 seniors, top 50 rising seniors, and then we do the top 20 rising juniors, and then the top 10 rising sophomores. Incoming freshmen for the upcoming high school season will not be invited. So this will be the classes of top 50 class of 2026, top 20 class of 2027s, and then the top 10 players in the class of 2028. And that's how we do it. That's how we did it last year. This event was also an amazing event. Last year we had uh, two JUCO coaches who was there. We had a couple kids get offers on the spot. Um, this year already confirmed a couple of D2 coaches as well as the JUCO coaches who will be able to be in the building. No D1 coaches will be able to be in the building. Um, and so, hey, man, we out, we watching. Invitations for this also will be going out the week after the live period. The week after the live period, we'll start sending out the invitations. This is another event, invite only. Once again, top 50 class of 2026. Then we go with the top 20 from the class of 2027, and then the top 10 from the class of 2028, according to the Boston Hard rankings, player rankings that we do, which is not publicized. But when you see the kids who pull up to the event, you can kind of tell who we have ranked kind of where. But like I said last year, high octane event, man. Hey, boys brought it last year. I appreciated that. We did an eval on every single kid who participated. We handed out pamphlets. Matter of fact, before we handed out pamphlets, we emailed everything out to coaches to let them know with your TABC schedule and evaluation of how you fared against what is considered to be the top players just from the city of Houston. Houston is always highly recruited, 20 plus D1s every year. And so college coaches really appreciated that. And then for the ones who we weren't able to, who weren't in our database, we handed them actual like little pamphlets with everything from the top 80 showcases as well. So y'all make sure that y'all hooping. We're gonna make sure we do our part, man. We're gonna make sure that we uphold who we are as a company, as a network, man. And we're gonna do our due diligence to make sure that you guys get seen, man. Um, so good question here from my guy, Mr. Reed, man. Out of state tournaments and teams. So what I do is I don't just follow along with the Houston teams. All right, so I also kind of follow along with other teams as well. I know you guys gonna be playing NY to LA. Very familiar with NY to LA. Um, I know a lot of people who also play on the NY to LA. Very trusted resource from my guy Gavin Sullivan, who is the program director of Mid Pro. They pump out 8 to 9 D1 players every single year from his program. One of the best programs in the Midwest. They've turned down 3SSB, turned down Under Armour. They turned down everybody. The only sponsorship he's willing to take is a Nike. He's not. He said I'm not. They've already offered him to play on the EYCL. He said I'm not paying to play. Like if I can already get these guys and I can already beat Mean Street and I can beat Mac Irvin, I can beat the Illinois Wolves. I'm beating the Gym Rats. I'm beating Indiana Lee. I'm beating all your sponsor teams in the Midwest. I'm beating them. If I'm beating them year after year and I'm putting out 8 players who are going D1 every single year for the past 5 years, then I deserve nothing but that. If I can't get that, then I'll just keep rocking around the way that I'm doing and keep recruiting the way that I recruit players within my program at an early age, get them to trust and buy in. And he's one of those programs where he don't have a lot of kids who leave his program. He starts 8th grade on through. He has 13 U and 12 U teams, but 14 U was when he really starts getting out to these middle schools. And then 15 U, that's the bread and butter. A lot of training, a lot of building up his players. And by the time they hit 17 U, them boys be good. They tough every single year. So he's a really good trusted resource. I've coached for his program. I know him personally. I know other guys also who are on the circuit as well. So for you guys, definitely I'll be tapped in. I'm tapped in with a lot of people, and even for other teams who playing on other circuits, tapped in with a lot of. I've been doing this for a minute. I got connections, and so I'm tapped in. I kind of know who does what outside of just playing you to kind of gauge where you guys will fall as far as records, who you play against, and who you lose against. And then we vote. It's just that's how it goes, man. So definitely that was a really great question, man. Glad you asked that. And so yeah, we keep track of everything, man. We definitely do. We definitely do. But yeah, so we excited about all these things. Top 80 Showcase, the Shot Clock Invitational. So man, we're not gonna keep beating around the bush here. Oh, I forgot I gotta grab them first. Let me go grab them. And while I'm doing that, let me run the Shot Clock Invitational intro one more time. They don't want it. They don't want it with the real niggas. Big guns with flesh and I'm about to joke. Squad don't want to deal with them. Stepped up on the low end with 4 now. Yeah, G-Day, that sounds good as running. They don't want it with the real. I'm still waiting for it to load up. running. I got a lot of stuff open I need to close. So that's on me, y'all. But I'm getting it. I'm downloading them now as we speak, so I can get them uploaded on here for you guys. While that's doing that, tell your coaches, um, tell your coaches. I know live periods you really can't control, but some of these events y'all playing in, you can. Um, Tell them make sure that you get a tough matchup, man. Even if it's on a tournament, and maybe you're not doing a showcase. Maybe you're doing a tournament. Um, get those matchups. Like those tough matchups are key. It is. And a lot of you guys, I've seen you out and about. You like, man, we finna play this team, or we finna play them. I don't really know. Um, how good they are. We should beat them pretty badly, and then I may be like, nah, this should be a good game. This should be a good game. And I've had people kind of look at me like, huh? I'm like, yeah, like I be following along, and not just. And when I say follow along, I'm not talking about like I'm just looking up your standings, looking up what you're doing at tournaments. So I see what you do with the tournaments, whatever exposure, whatever. Um, but then I also watch a lot of TV. I do. I watch a lot of it. Um, I watch a lot of it. So my computer is loading slow. I don't know why. It's just image. It's just an image, um, but yeah. But like I said, we'll run back real quick. We've been out. We've been watching. We've been paying attention, updating our rankings on our side for the college coaches. And that week after the live period, May the 19th, invitations will be going out for the top 80 showcase. Once again, how we do it is the top 26 players will get an invitation. Then the top 2027 players will get an invitation. And then the top 10 2028 kids will get an invitation to the event. It's only $30 back. It's not a lot. Not trying to, we're not trying to beat nobody over the head. It's free entry for parents when they come. You don't have to pay to come watch your son play in a camp showcase event. So it's a free entry. It's just the only thing you're paying. You're paying $30 for the participation fee. That way, that we can make sure that we get referees paid and facilities taken care of. That's it. Um, that's what it is. But like I said, last year was a really good event. Um, had a lot of really good players. Some of them, as you can see, just right here on the flyer. Christian Thompson is holding the basketball. Is committed. He's going to Lamar University. That's Landonville back there with the Locks. Um, he had a really good showing. He turned it on as the latter part of the high school season, and the grassroots season been playing. This had his first outing, played really phenomenal. Um, Sheldon Codman played really good last year, and then the kid in the black jersey, Mason Donald, man, he went through so Mason's story is a little different, and I know I'm blabbering on because I'm trying to get these images for you guys. Um, Uploaded and downloaded and uploaded, and my computer's just running crazy slow right now. Not to shut everything down, so I don't know what's going on. But Mason Donald came to the Prospect Expo, which is a combine that we do for high school players. Went through it twice. So came, told him what he needed to work on. Had a decent year. Came again. We seen the growth. Told him what he needed to work on. Then that summer, following his junior year, like you could tell he really worked on all those things that we told him he needed to work on. And the kid just amazing junior summer, big senior high school year this year for Kuntz. They went on to win the state title, man. Shout out to him. He just committed also to a school. So, this was a kid who nobody was talking about. Nobody really knew anything about him. But he came, he participated. He was willing to take the tough, constructive criticism because with our Prospect Expo, we will never, ever, as a company or me as a person, I'm not going to sugarcoat what you're good at. I'm going to tell you what you're bad at because the whole purpose of the event is to get your measurables and to measure it up with other kids that participate in events like the John Lucas event, and then other high school events. We compare your measurables, we evaluate what you do while you're there, and we let you know, hey, these are things that you need to work on to get better, to better prepare yourself to become a collegiate prospect that you can be recruited. And that's the whole point of the Prospect Expo. That's what we do. That's what we've been doing. We've been doing it that way. We've seen success. We've seen a lot of kids who have came through who had nothing, are not even, we'll not say nothing, but nobody really kind of talked about them kids. Like we get some names, but then we get a lot of under the radar kids who come in and they willing to work, and we encourage them to come back again next year because we want to see what type of growth was made so that we could tell you, okay, we see the growth, but these are still things you still need to work on, or you still need to get better at this, or you still need to get better at that. So that's his story, man. That's his story. Proud of the kid, man. Um, Excited to see what he's going to do when he gets into the collegiate realm. All right, man. Here we go. It's finally uploading. It's moving. And so as soon as it gets done, we finna get it cracking. And we're going to get into these rankings for the Shot Clock Invitational. Once again, here we go. This is what everybody been waiting for. We're going to start with 15U. The Big 12 for 15U of week 4. Remember, y'all, we still got a lot of more basketball that is going to be played. This is just week 4. The first 4 weeks of the grassroots season, which I like to call AAU. But we still got a lot of weeks left. Still got 7 weeks left. 7 weeks left. A lot's going to change. But this is our top 12 teams as of right now. We'll go with 12 and all the way up to number 1. 12, you got Be Someone Elite, who's on the UA Rise. At 11, you got an Invictus Red Storm Black team, who's on the next. FYN All-Stars, number 10, who's on next as well. Fam Elite, my guy Coach Mace, they on the next as well at number 9. Number 8, you got Global Scholar Athletes, known as GSA, the GSA All-Stars. At number 8, they're on the next. Cool's Elite had their showing this weekend, their first outing. Went 4-0. Shouts out to Cool's Elite. They're at number 7. Pro 16. Houston Hoops at number 6. EY, the E15. Above All Sports, who's on the next, is at number 5. Houston Raptors 3SSB is at number 4. Number 3, the Houston Defenders, who's on the Prelude 32. Number 2 is the Blue Chips, who's on UAA. The Blue Chips is like 15-0 right now, though. Not gonna lie, man. Really tough team, man. Really tough group, man. Shout out to that group, man. Them boys is tough. I would definitely love to see them versus Gel 3 E15 from the EYBL coming in at your number 1, man. I think that would be a heck of a game. Really interested to see how these rankings is going to shake up. Let me take the watermarking out the background. There we go. See how these rankings are going to shake up. Man, it's going to be a lot of movement. I can guarantee you this. A lot of these teams will not be ranked when it's all said and done at the end. So if your team's not ranked right now, do not get discouraged, man. Just go out there and compete. Win some games. Win some notable games. That helps. Winning notable games help more than just winning games. But like beat one of these teams on this list helps you. But you can't beat one of these teams on these lists and then turn around and lose to somebody who that's their first or second win of the year. Like we keep track of the good the mediocre and the bad and the ugly teams. We keeping track. If we got everybody's records right now, all your wins, we got all your losses. We even got who you've won against, who you have lost against. We have it all. So a lot of times you may beat one of these teams, but then you turn around and you drop in a bunch of games to a bunch of teams that you shouldn't be losing to. It is what it is. But hey, this is only week 4. We got 11 weeks, so we still got 7 more weeks to go. Still got 7 more weeks to go before teams get their invitation to the Shot Clock Invitational that will be taking place June 27th through the 29th. Is going down, man. Excited once again. On to the 16U Big 12 of week 4. 16U Big 12 of week 4 is as follow. At number 12, you got the FYN All-Stars. At number 11, you got Texas Takeover on the UA Rise. Number 10, you got Beast One Elite, who's on UA Rise. At number 9, you got One Time Legends, 3SSB. Number 8, you got Awake Red, who is on the next. At number 7, you got TJ Ford, who is 3SSB. On number 6, you got Miles Select Black, who is on the next. Number 5, you got TMA, the Mile Academy. Not to be confused with Miles Select. TMA Turner at number 5, man, they got a chance to move up, man. They really do. They are a tough group, man. Really tough group. Number 4, you got Cool's Elite, Pro 16. Number 3, Houston Hoops, the E16, the EYBL. Then you got number 2, you got the Blue Chips, who's on Under Armour. Then at number 1, you got Jail 3, E16 of EYBL, man. And this is your Big 12 of week 4. Like I said, we still got 7 more weeks of grassroots basketball. And so a lot of this is going to shake up a lot of these teams. Some of these teams are going to drop. Some of these teams are going to drop completely out. And then we're going to have brand new names in here. We can have brand new names as early as next week because a lot of these guys are playing this weekend. And so make sure y'all take care of business this weekend. If you want to outside looking in, make sure, and you got one of these teams on your schedule, hey, go in there to pop them, man. Competitiveness. That's all we ask for. That's all we want. We want everybody to compete. We want everybody to give their all, to take every game as if it's the last game that I'm ever going to play basketball, because that's the only way that we're going to get better as a community. Everything has to be iron sharpened iron, competitive. It can't be rollover. You can't afford to make a bunch of mistakes. You have to show that you are consistent within this thing, man. That's what we want. We want everybody to become better players. We want to be able to put more kids out there into college. That's the goal. That's the end goal. That's why I started doing this. I just want to see teams compete. And last year we got to see teams really competing because teams wanted to be a part of the top, want to be considered as a top 12 team. Moving on to 17U Big 12 of week 4. Going down from 12 to 1. At number 12, we got the FYN All-Stars. At number 11, we got Beast Elite. At number 10, we got the Houston Jumpers, who's on Adidas Gold. At number 9, we got GSA Elite, who's on the Next Pro. At number 8, you got Texas Takeover on UA Rise. Number 7, you got Fam Elite Jackson, who's on the Next. Number 6, you got Invictus Red Storm Red, who's on the next. At number 5, you got the Houston Hoops on the EYBL. Number 4, you got Cool's Elite Pro 16. Number 3, TJ Ford, 3SSB. At number 2, you got the Gulf Coast Blue Chips on UAA. And then at number 1, you got Jail 3 of EYBL, man. And this is your top 12 17U teams for week 4. Still got 7 more weeks. We go all the way up to week 11 of this thing. Week 12 is our final rankings that we release. And that's when we send out invitations for teams to come participate in the Shot Clock Invitational, June 27th to the 29th. This year, man, it's going down. It's going to be epic. I can't wait. It's an exciting event, man. Like I said, if you see your team is not on this list, man, when y'all play one of these squads, you got to pop them. Also, whoever you playing, you got to have big weekends. If you playing just some Joe Smo mom and pop team, you got to dominate them. You can't let them hang around with you because that's an ugly win. That's not a good win. If you only beat them by like 5 or 6 and they only got 1 or 2 wins and they've been getting smoked by everybody else, we keep track of point differentials too. And they've been getting smoked by everybody else. Hey, that's not a quality win. You want quality wins. You want good wins. Good wins. It's gonna help you get in this thing, man, and taking care of business. Hey, all this has been done to make boys compete. That's it. We just want you to compete. We want you to go out and we want you to compete. All right. No more laying over. No more playing soft. We don't want no excuses. We want boys to go out and compete. We want to see you play consistently throughout the whole entire tournaments, throughout this whole entire spring. Um, this is the only. If you don't challenge yourself, if you're not pushing yourself, you cannot grow as a player. You cannot grow as a coach, and you cannot grow your program. Y'all have to do those things. You got to challenge and push yourself to the limits. You got to play them tough games and tough matchups, and you gotta come out. You gotta coach. You gotta coach them up. Players, you gotta play your hardest. You gotta play smart basketball. You gotta show that you're consistent. This is not no fluke that I had one really good game and then all the other games. There's no excuse for all them other games. Because if you have just one really good game and all your other games is then you're an player. You just happen to have a good game. But if you keep having good game after good game after good game after good game, maybe a not so good game, then a good game, then a good game, then a not so. Hey, you're showing growth. You're showing that you deserve to be in this conversation, and you're showing that you are deserving to get an invitation to the top 80 showcase as an individual player to build up a profile, and that we're going to give directly to college coaches who's going to come out and going to come and sit and watch your games based off the information that is provided. Hey, I just want y'all to take advantage of all of this. Go out there and compete when you see me in the gym. Be like, hey, stop me. Be like, hey, man, come, hey, watch our game. Watch us, man. Let me know what you think afterwards, and I'll be happy to watch, man. I'll be more than happy, man. I'm willing to watch the games. I am. Once again, all this is for the Shot Clock Invitational. We'll pull it back up once again. Um, Shot Clock Invitational, man, is an invite only. It's an invite only event. It's not just anybody can come to participate. We'll be sending out our invitations following Labor Day weekend. And so, what it could, for those who don't know, who didn't come last year, just as a spectator maybe, or who was upset because their team wasn't ranked in that top 12 and didn't get an invitation. So what it is, you get 4 8-minute quarters like a high school game. Dead ball, just like a high school. Everything is high school. Is ran like a regular old high school game with 4 8-minute quarters. The only addition we added is a 24-second shot clock. And so we seen teams and we told coaches, hey, this is about defense. Like, it's an iron sharpen iron situation. So if you play really tough defense, you use the shot clock to your advantage because it's a 24-second shot clock, NBA shot clock that we're using. We still give the kids 10 seconds for a backcourt violation. But if you take 8 or 9 of them seconds, man, guess what? You're only down to 16, 15 seconds left on the shot clock in a half-court set to get something done. And if you're playing really good defense, you're going to see a lot of these going on, shot clock violations, which we seen a couple last year because of the pressure and because of the defense. But this was an iron sharpen iron event. And then we seen every team who participated in this event went out and had really big July live periods from the 15, 16 to 17 teams. They did. Had really big live period events in July. And so we looking to have that same thing go on again, once again, man. The whole format of it is 1 versus 2. You get the gist, 3 versus 4, 5 versus 6, 7 versus 8, 9 versus 10, 11 versus 12. But then we give another game as well. And so we'll mix it up. And we may do like a 1 versus a deserving 5 or a 6. And we'll, we mix it up that way. But hey, man, I look forward to y'all competing, man. I look forward to everybody trying to get in this event. Once again, man, make sure that y'all out there, make sure you taking care of business. Once again, this is for the Shot Clock Invitational. I'll play. They don't want it with the real niggas. Big hands with flesh and I'm about to joke. Squad don't want to deal with them. Stepped up on the low end with four now. Yeah, G-Day, that sounds good as running. They don't want it with the real. I gotta change the date. I didn't realize it still showed the old date on there. I gotta get that changed by next week. But like I said, next Tuesday we'll be going live with updated rankings. Next Monday is the actual Shot Clock Invitational broadcast show. Our Shot Clock broadcast show. Shot 30 Clock broadcast show. I'm talking so fast. Shot 30 Clock broadcast show next Monday, 7 to 9 p.m. The Shot Clock Invitational show is Tuesday. It's always going to be the next following day. And we'll try to go live at 6. From like 6 to 7, make it just an hour-long show. But yeah, man, we look forward to y'all. Hope everybody take care of business who's out there in the gym this weekend. Got a couple of events going on. We got teams traveling. Got teams going out to California. We got teams going up to Kansas to play in the 3SSB opening weekend. Next Pro team's going to be in Bryan, Texas. At Next Pro, we got a couple teams playing here in the High Top Hoops event. We also got teams playing in JRB event this weekend. We got teams playing in OTR event this weekend. We got teams going up to Dallas to play in the Circuit League battle, the Duel of the DFW event this weekend, man. We're going to be tapped in. We'll be out at gyms, but we definitely, and just be, y'all may just see me, but I'm not the only person. I get good information, good intel from guys who I trust who be out at gyms, and y'all probably don't even know who they are, and they don't always be at the big time tournaments either. We try to work smart, but yeah, we will see y'all next week, man. Make sure y'all tap in with us on Monday, 7 to 9 p.m. for the Shot 30 Clock broadcast, and then tap back in with us on Tuesday at 6 p.m. for the Shot Clock Invitational show. Till next time, that's game.